Hello there survivors and welcome back to another video in ARK Survival Ascended. Today I've built an Alpine lodge based on my travels through Switzerland this summer. I've been wanting to build one of these ever since I came back from my holiday over there, hiking past all of these types of building, and especially now with the shallow slope walls and the other new pieces that we recently got, it is easier than ever to make a building that is shaped like this. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the way this turned out. Of course, very fitting here in the mountainy areas of Ragnarok, but you could build this pretty much anywhere. It's kind of like an early-ish game base. It doesn't really have a lot of room on the inside for your tames, but it does have a little stables to the side. But most of all, it's a very nice and cozy base of mostly stone and wood, so it's not too hard to build. Let me know if you'd like to see a full build tutorial. I'll be working on that shortly, and yeah, let's jump into the build. So here we go. We're here on Ragnarok, and I built this lovely little Alpine lodge. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. It's not using any mods, so you don't need any mods if you want to build this. Yeah, quite easy, just using normal stone, normal wood. The only thing I did use is a little bit of the frontier skin. You don't need it necessarily for the roofs, but especially for the windows. They will look a lot nicer with the frontier skin, but of course, if you really don't have that one, you can always use just normal greenhouse glass, although that does not look very nice, so I really advise you to use the frontier skin, or maybe get some other custom cosmetics. So yeah, we are here in the mountains of Ragnarok, close to the Green Ore Valley, which is an absolute beautiful area on the map, and that's where I've built my lodge. If you want to build in this exact location, it's located right over here on the map, and yeah, quite happy with the way this turned out. I feel like it's very nice and cozy here in the edges of the snow of the mountains, and it very much feels like a proper mountain lodge that I've seen many times. As I said, it's mostly geared to like early game-ish. Although you could of course use this and maybe build like a bigger dino pen, or maybe a little bit of a crafting warehouse or something next to it if you want to keep these cozy vibes going. There's a little spot here where you could park some tames, so maybe some raptors, etc. you could easily have on the side of the house, although they are not completely safe. Of course, there's no entrance to close them off, but yeah, if you live in a relatively easy area, they should be fine over there. And then we have the main building itself, as well as a little small side building. And of course, we have the custom built chimney, just to get a little bit cooler effect than just the normal tiny ARK ones. Lots of cool windows, lots of wood, of course, because it is a mountain cabin after all. And yeah, quite happy with the way it turned out. Again, you don't need any mods. The only mods that I've really used is for the decorations, JVH landscaping. And I've used both the Viking Builders and the Astraeus cosmetics for some of the skins on the inside, mostly to change the look of some of the crafting utility stations, but we'll see that in a little bit. But that is of course up to your own taste. You don't really need it, and if you do want it, the Astraeus one has a lot of them and it's totally free, so yeah, it's always a good option. There we go. So we have the whole lodge. Now the first layer is actually kind of just a survival-y layer. This is very small in here. It's mostly meant to just have a bunch of your storage, crafting stations, of course. This is the Astraeus fabricator, the chem bench over here, the generator over there, a bunch of storage and vaults all the way around it. So this is really just meant to give you a bunch of survival options, as well as a little forging room here to the side with some Astraeus forgers, as well as a bunch more storage for some cozy decorations in here, which I quite like. And we have a little back entrance here as well to this side building, so you can also use that to get in and out of the building. I thought that would be quite useful. But yeah, this is very survival based, very easy to access, especially if you park your tames here. Very easy to drop off the stuff into your storage and crafting stations, so you can get right into using it. But then if you follow the stairs up, we get into the main house. You'll see a staircase further up as well as here to the side. So it's quite cozy on the inside. We have a little bit of a hallway here with just a little bit of decoration. Then the main room over here. This is Viking Builders cosmetic. Very cool for the rug. We have a little bit of decorations around here. We have a pyromane, mostly just to power the fireplaces, smithy of course, as well as a lovely little balcony here on the outside so you can enjoy the views or sit down to enjoy the views of the mountainy areas around you, as a proper lodge should have, of course. And then we also have a very cozy little area around the fireplace here, some libraries next to it, and just very nice and cozy. And then we have the main kitchen area with the cooker, a beer barrel, we have the industrial grill there, we have the refrigerator, kind of just making a very cozy little but functional kitchen, which, yeah, I really like the look of. These are all mostly the Australia skins, except for the table that is the Viking Builder skin, and then these ones are just from the Bob Talltales DLC, from the first part, the Frontier part. We got these lovely chairs, which are quite cozy and make for a nice and cozy kitchen area, I think. And we have the Frontier lamps as well around the build to get a little bit more light in. We have a little bit of the scaffolding here, and then we also have some beams going across the roof here. We have a trike skull just to kind of all tidy it up and make it more cozy on the inside. We have a bunch of these windows, of course, to let in plenty of light as well, which I really like. And yeah, it just makes for a cozy feel. You can see I tried to make some shapes in here to really just kind of spice up the inside and make it feel cozier rather than just a very simple straightforward box on the inside. And I'm quite happy with the way this turned out, especially this feels quite open, quite roomy, but you still have those beams going across as supports. And then of course here in the hallway we have an easy way to get up and down. We also have some nice light coming in here from this window to the side here, and then these walkways actually are very nice. We have some more libraries, we have the map here, a little bench and some flowers. The flowers, by the way, are part of the Easter event. That's when you could unlock that skin, but I think you can still get it if you have Club ARK linked to the server you're playing on. But yeah, we have a little bit of a walkway all the way around here to another little balcony here at the back on the high level, once again to make sure you can enjoy all the views of your surroundings. Quite easy, nice and cozy. And we also have the Rex tribute or a skull, just as an extra little bit of decoration and to bring that ARK feeling back into the mix. Quite happy with the way that works. And then if we go all the way over here in the corner, we have a very cozy little bedroom using some of the Viking skins again. Especially love the way the bed looks as well. We have the treasure chest there. We have the library. Oh, I've got to skin this one, but it looks still good pretty much. And we have some chairs here as well to relax, read a book, and some personal storage up here in your room as well. Makes for a very cozy room. I went for a very cozy feeling. Feels like that is the kind of memories that I have from mountain lodges, and yeah, I'm very happy with the way this turned out. I think this would make for a very nice and cozy base, kind of combining the practical with the aesthetic, and yeah, I think this would be a really nice place to survive. And even though it's a relatively simple build, I do quite like the way it looks from the outside. I think these new shapes with the shallow slope walls and the ramps as roofs just really works very well now that we have all the pieces that we need. And yeah, you can make something really cozy and really yeah, quite nice, quite reminiscent of my hiking adventures in the Alps for sure. So yeah, hopefully you like the design as well. I think it's a quite cool design, as I said. So there's a few different components to this. It's a little side building here, of course, with the chimney going up, which really breaks up the main box. And then the main box, yeah, of course, has that same design. There's lots of supports to the side as well, just to really drive home the fact that, you know, all these are properly supported. We have some nice little roofs above these windows as well to bring that same shape back over and over and really break up those normal boring walls. We have another little window here to the side. I also really love these little flower patches. Even unofficial, you could do something like this, because what you could just do is have thatch here, painted either green or filth to get a nice little flower bed basically, and then use your shovel and flower pots to pick up some plants from the surroundings and add them in front of the windows to really add in those cozy vibes. I think that is a really nice thing to do, especially like this part as well that we can now do with the ramp corner pieces, which make this a perfect little fit, adding a little window to the side of the building, and of course a little parking spot for your tames as well should you need it, which I think is quite nice and convenient, and just makes for a very cozy but I think relatively good survival base for the early to mid phases of your ARK adventures. And yeah, you don't need a lot, but I think you get a really nice cozy little home for it. And yeah, hope you like it. Let me know if you'd like to see a full step-by-step build tutorial. I'll probably work on that very soon. And this might be a great little build to start off your Valgrero adventures when that map releases very soon, hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again in the next video or stream. For now, goodbye.